Nihanyang, hello, I am the Dark Fae and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I can't get enough of this game. I love this story and this puzzly kind of game. Although for the trial, the first one was pretty easy. I'm wondering if it's because that was the tutorial trial, so I might see if I can bump up the difficulty to mean or whatever it was. But I guess we'll see how the second one goes. But something terrible has apparently just happened, so we're all gathered in the dining hall to see. Makoto! Are you okay?
Hey.
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Oh, Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Byakuya. Byakuya? You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something?
Perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder. After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way in my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So, if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday? Huh? It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook. Do you realize how dangerous that is? What the heck? Why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it do me to get out of my way to help you? To go out of my way to help you?
Just the worst.
Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. The bathhouse? Because it's right here? Can I just take a nice relaxing bath, please? Oh, and all the sound has gone all whooshy. So, you know something bad is going on. Okay, no, nothing bad here. That's good, that's good. Here's the sauna, nothing suspicious here. Okay, we're good. Let's leave. I really don't like the whooshy spooky music. Let's go in the laundry room, maybe? I really don't know where I'm supposed to look. Nothing. Coins! How many coins? Oh, I get 3 coins every time? Hell yeah! Ellie?
So,
I knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? That's the one place that's new to all of us, so it seems like the natural place for... Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Let's just go to the second floor. The pool? It's probably the library. What if it's Toko? Huh? The door's open. But aren't these supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Where the hell did you come from? Byakuya.
I see.
Judging from what he just said, there could be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Oh no. Who could it be? Chihiro? No. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did, a wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Boy's life of despair, deadly life. Oh. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? Because this is what Chihiro had said her theory was in the beginning, that it was Genocide Jack, a serial killer, and it's mentioned that every time they killed, they left the Bloodlust tag there. But, ooh, was she hit in the head with the weight? There's like blood down there. He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Oh.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow, and something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I could even begin to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro? Oh, gosh. Ahem.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this, with something like this though, where it looks this messed up, like it's really hard for me to believe that somebody did it. Especially, I'm trying to think, because everybody was there when she gave her theory, but who is like calculating enough to do it? Or strong enough to do it? Mondo? Or, well, Mondo's kind of dumb though. Well, I don't know. I would say Sakura, but I don't feel like Sakura is that type. Or, I don't think it'd be Taka. Toko? I don't think she'd said. Okay, well, what the hell was that?
What?
That's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really is...
Naturally.
dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. Man, there's some real just highs and like periods of high intensity and then just low chilling. Like, oh, free time, you know, hang out with people. Man, I hung out with Chihiro. Does that mean that there's like, it's scripted as to who's going to die next? As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Sorry, the nasal thing's hard for me to do sometimes. So sorry if he sounds too much like Monokuma. Anyways, shut up. Sakura? I can't talk to anybody? I cannot. No, there are more important things to worry about right now than a dump out. But it's covered in blood, yo! Okay, fine. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there, on the wall. Sometimes it feels a little bit like Dora the Explorer, where it's like, where? On the wall, you know? It's like, I got it. I can see it with my eyes. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, the thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again and is using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
And this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. Real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way! But going so far as to write bloodlust to the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. That is honestly kind of terrifying, eh? I love when he shakes, it goes blub 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 blub. It's so funny. What is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No. Why? 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 Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko? Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up.
oh,
Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh.
So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count? Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake, as in she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. Whoa. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard.
Huh?
What? Wait, is she speaking normally now? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko? Are you okay? I'm fine, kid. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top aiding and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. I wonder if, like, this is the author. Because they seem much more poetic and, like, more well-spoken than Toko? I don't know. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Blip, 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 blip. Huh? She totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Where is Mondo? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course!
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Oh my gosh. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that. Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file!
I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later!
So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
no way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Oh, that poor Chihiro. Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Oh, examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just liquid. Isn't it technically a plasma? A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How could I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What, do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. Damn, Byakuya.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object? Alright, he was here.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into ya.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko?
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one that killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu, so you can only kill 2 people.
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey!
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
I don't like that voice line. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely
Interesting.
not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
So,
Oh, well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
There is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation tout de suite. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate. Oh dear. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 o'clock a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. He's such a douchebag. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? I'd rather work with Kyoko, you stuck-up douche. But... We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. But this is the murder scene. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. Look at the murder object. Oh, that's not what I clicked on. There's a fresh bloodstain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. There's a dumbbell on the floor and... This is a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma finds that a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Okay. That's a heavy looking one, too. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it, bloodlust? Chihiro. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
The more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. There's also a little bit of blood spatter here, though. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. It's a weird sort of spray of blood, though. Anything else? Can I talk to Kyoko? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. I'm a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else? It's a possibility, I think. Okay. But then that person would have to be a girl? Because then the The locker room wouldn't let a boy in. Hey, Mondo. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Like, most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Interesting. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. So pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I guess I'll follow him. So, this is our next location. Oh, this place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you didn't, right? Okay. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbook, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door's unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. The school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you were thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine, or stealing. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying it's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
Why you?
So sleepy. I mean, just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Does he, already know? Card reader has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook, but I wanted to look around more. Oh. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Okay. What's this thing again? mailbox. It's an e-handbook? No, wait, there's 3 of them, but what? The dead students' e-handbook? So, you finally found them. Huh, did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Should pay close attention to regulations. The answer has been friendly the entire time. Loaning strictly prohibited, only the act of loaning, but borrowing someone else's, yeah. I get it, game. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Man, Makoto's dumb. Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Oh, is it gonna re-show me this? The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey. Hey, hey,
Making me
hey, hey.
angry. Now I'm
Hey.
really angry.
What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and is waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay, then. This should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite? Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away. Oh. It's the same thing. But that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Are you going to show me? So if I don't react,
Don't make me repeat.
and I have a basis to believe it, I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Just something that really... hey, you two! I don't know. I was guessing it was Aoi. Big trouble, need your help.
I don't have time.
We're
to play
busy.
with you.
Leave us alone.
I mean,
It's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. Okay, what's going on?
please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
Well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She is acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? Maybe Toko has like a split personality? Was she had like a psychotic break and half of her genocide jack? Anyways, what should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat myself, I say as I repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Oh. And I am here now. Hello. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, to see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Toko. Might as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Oh, snap. Oh, holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open
Sure,
up?
but could...
Just for a
but...
second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Oh, no. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago... Oh no. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? No, she is. Does she really think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? She is Genocide Jack. Is that why Toko's so scared?
but
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Toko? I mean Byakuya. She loves the Byakuya. Hey Byakuya, you think you could ask her? What, to come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bacula.
It's Byakuya.
I love how he has a voice line for that. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Keep our promise? Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya? Yeah, and I hurried to catch up. I guess I'm like his puppy now. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. You are acting suspicious. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Do I just have to look? But I found coins, so that is worth it to me. I suppose let's check the letter? That's not what I wanted. Oh, if I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. It will? Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, then let us search. It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
what?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. But they have coins. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? So many files. What's in all these
That's
things?
enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean, like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. How does he know? Did he just look at all this? You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. There's another one. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. These things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh, what do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Why are there so many of these weird files in here? Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to
Interesting.
classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? These things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, then you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council, and you're just letting it spill. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Unless you die in the school first. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing these reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. First characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, flashback again, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? They have to be a key higher up or the killer. God, Makoto.
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Oh, so I have to talk to him now? Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. God, such a... Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The name of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Suffered multiple stab wounds across his body believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Ooh. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna who has the time, though, to go around killing one person a day for thousands of people? Or something? Jeez. Komatsu Nataro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuta Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way, but with scissors. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holiday. or during holidays, either day or night. Because they had school? The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Hence, Toko.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? I mean, people have them in real life too. So I'm part of another total. How is that totally unbelievable? There's plenty of people who have who have mental health problems. Like there are issues like that. DID is not. It's not common, sure, but it's not that uncommon. God, Makoto, get out more. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. I don't like playing such a, dumb character who has to have, everything handed to him.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. How much more time do I have? Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to
Come
play
on,
with you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it, Toko? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay, for a second I thought it was going to go bing bong and he's going to be like, it's time for the class trial. But okay, we are going to go investigate the locker rooms and maybe talk to people. I guess we shall see. I kind of want to talk to Kyoko because she seems... Oh, hey Hifumi. Ding ding ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it. I'm sure of it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What'd you see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? A warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, I'll go talk to Celeste. Sure, there must still be more left waiting for me to discover. Oh, I can't leave. So let's go to the. He said he wanted to look at the boys' locker room and the girls. There's a blood stain that was cleaned up. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Is there's no a weight rack or anything? Tornado. Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Wait. Wait. Oh yeah. 'Cause the last time it was the weird poster, right? It was the poster of the girl was there. poster of the girl was there instead. So somebody switched the scene, the carpet, and the poster to make it look like it happened in the girls' locker room when I think it actually happened in the boys'. So maybe Chihiro got help from a guy and borrowed Leon's e-handbook to get in. Huh. Cause who would just leave the murder weapon there? That is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Sakura? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. That's the stain. We have protein coffee? Not the point. In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of it on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly. Oh, that was me talking. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing a stain has been added to the truth bullets. Kyoko? Hey, Kyoko. Have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However...
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Well...
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But...
So then...
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook's missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug, the extension cord. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend her. If it's not Toko, I think it was Byakuya, and Toko is taking the blame for him as the promise. And Byakuya is using the Genocide Jack files as like a cover so that he's not implicated. Because he also now knows about the genocide. Like, he also knew about the MO figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay. So, let me exit. Maybe I can also go and talk to either Hina or Celeste? Celestia Ludenberg. She's still my favorite voice to use, and I'm also like planning to use like the voice that I use for her to as my D&D character. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all slummy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Oh, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Is she actually a boy? Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you... Oops. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. I think she's a boy. This, like, pretending to be a girl because that's kind of... maybe they were just adhering to, like, the way that they thought they naturally looked or whatever.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe. Maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Celestia, are you here? Are you okay? I hope you are well. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well. I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime. Whoa, her hair
What
is
are
so
you
cool
doing
here.
out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Changing clothes?
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Interesting. Thank you, Celeste. Okay, so now I have to go back to the gym or to the pool or go back to the library, I think. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh, it's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. So now I've got to go and find Byakuya. Is that right? Maybe this does work? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. Lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... That's it? Oh, fuck.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Shall we just plunge right in?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just put the investigation to one video, but I'm gonna leave this episode here. I feel like it's Byakuya and he's trying to convince, he's using like Toko's affection for him to take the blame. But also, so I wonder if potentially the Genocide Jack thing is like an act, or, I mean, it's Toko. It's one of the two. But I guess we'll find out in the next episode. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos. I love you all. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!